What? We're racing, right?
For our first outing with the RXD 250, we chose a small empty park which has a wonderful line of trees and small hills to fly through. It should prove to be a good test of my flying skills. With the RXD charged and ready to go, I did a quick shakedown test flight to make sure trims and controls were good. The stock programming seemed to be a very good out-of-the-box setup, so I elected to fly it as is without any further changes. Our planned course is fairly simple. First, we start at our takeoff point. Then we follow a left-hand pattern, making the first turn at a group of trees. Then we fly behind a hill to the second turn point, before finally returning to the start point to form a triangular race course. So with the course defined, it's on to give a trial run, which didn't start off very well due to an unfortunate incident with our chase camera ship.
Why are you going so high?
Sorry.
We hit each other. Jeez. I was sitting still. You said, why are you going so high? So I'll come down. Bam. On top of me.
With only hurt feelings, we were off again to thread through some trees. Apparently, I thought the quad was body motion controlled. I took my time and flew slowly to get a feel for the course and try to keep my bearings. This gave me a chance to try to remember landmarks and get a feel for the numerous obstructions and obstacles.
You're getting close to that tree.
Was I? I don't know where the hell I'm going. I admit, my first few times around were not pretty.
Whoa, tree! Hey, I'm still flying! Yeah!
I got lucky that time. Why does this park have so many trees? I was actually able to make a full lap around the course. Eventually. My confidence level was rising quickly. Perhaps a bit too quickly, as I got a little behind the curve. Literally.
I'm really high now. Whoa! Whoa!
Jeff, the cameraman, was in near mutiny.
Little warning if you're gonna do that. Yeah! That sounded scary. Sorry.
And apparently the tree gods were also angry. Very angry. Despite the wrath of trees, I was able to eventually navigate the park pretty well, though I wasn't terribly fast at doing it. But again, the trees were determined to prevent me from getting too cocky. Much to Jeff's amusement. By the time I put a fresh new battery in it, I seemed to be finally getting a hang of the course and could speed things up a bit.
Over the river and through the woods to Grandma's house we go.
Even with those pesky trees.
Whoa, tree! Oh, to the branches! Yes!
I was finally master of dendrology. Switching from high to medium stabilization mode, I found the RXD 250 plenty maneuverable for my taste. I could easily weave in and around the trees. In fact, I had such a good time yanking and banking around those various items that I kind of forgot about the planned race course. No matter, I was having too much fun to worry about running a particular course. This was like a real-life video game. I could purposely skim over the ground and then make a hard bank around a trunk unscathed. I was king of my domain, ruler of the sky. Ah, damn it.
I keep hitting the trees. Why do I keep hitting the trees? Wow, so this is the first time, my first outing with the RXD 250. And man, what a blast it was to fly this thing. But I have to say, this is my first time ever flying quad racer FPV, and man, it's a rush. I can see why this is so popular. This is just fantastic. It's a lot harder than it looks on video. I figured, hey, I'm an experienced RC pilot, I can fly this thing, it should be a piece of pie, yes? But no, it's a lot tougher than it looks. It's not the RXD's problem, it's actually very stable. Even in some of the middle flight modes, you've got 3 flight modes. And the first one is actually quite stable and pretty easy to fly around, but flying it from first-person view, that takes some getting used to because you don't have as much visual cues, especially with a wide-angle camera. It's a little tricky until you get used to it. Hitting a tree about 5 or 6 times, I finally managed to obliterate one of the props, and oh yeah, I kind of lost the cover to the transmitter, but that's just a flesh wound. And of course, as you can see, I had to tape the camera on because it kept falling off after some of my crashes. But other than that, the thing has been fantastic. It's actually quite durable, and you've seen the video, I've hit some trees, bounced off the ground a few times, and this sucker just kept on going. It's like a little Timex. And a nice bright color allows me to find it when I crash, and I inevitably crashed. Well, with that said, I think all I need is a new prop and should be ready to go for some more crashing and bashing. Oh, it's just a flesh wound. At least the camera stayed on this time.